This is the 52nd video of the Wargaming of Wargame Design Studios Napoleonic Battle of Eckmuhl. This is the first series, and in this one I'm playing the French, and the game's artificial intelligence is playing the Austrians. It is April 22nd, 1809, 4:30 p.m. Turn 187 out of 360 turns, and although visibility is 60 hexes, it's overcast and the mud lingers on since it has the very first turn of the game, which means movement costs are increased by 25%. It is the continuation of French movement. So let's get rid of the yellow boxes on the J map by shutting off objectives, and let's see where we've moved and where we haven't. These guys have not moved. Okay, it looks like we might not have done too much. So let's start from the beginning. This cavalry is pretty much shot, so it's going to sit right there. Now let's take a look at elevations here. Send this guy on high ground down here. And we'll keep moving the supply up in this valley. This is a low valley surrounded by high ground, so we're going to put the units that need to recover fatigue because it's too high. The disordered units and the supply. So these guys don't get picked off during the night. And then we've got handy roads here we can get back on in the morning. To march to a junction with the rest of the army. Okay. And we're going to have the 8th Corps here, which I think there's only a division. We'll spread out along this road so we don't get surprised. This 8th Corps, yes it is. Alright. These guys are 3rd Corps. .198 fatigue, he's shot. And let's get our officers down here and sort them out. This guy's shot 191, so he's got to recover. Let's get all these guys gathered together here. Who's here? 7th Corps. 7th Corps. Okay. Seventh Corps. 7th Corps. Okay, they're taking position up here. Send this cavalry up here. This is 1 division. They'll guard the north. This other division will get on this ridge. 7th Corps. Okay, we'll muster the cavalry, 7th Corps cavalry out here. Oh, 206. Fatigue, he's got to go to the boneyard. Alright, these guys will occupy this village. Oh, 369. He's got to go to the boneyard. Alright. These guys are good. Let's have them take position up here. Third Corps. Okay. Who's this? Third Corps. They muster down here, I believe, right here. Muster their cavalry here until we figure out what to do with them. I've got to sneeze here, it looks like. Excuse me. It's hay fever time. Third Corps. Yeah, the units became all mixed up. Got 3 corps here. Well, like 2.5. The 3rd Corps, the 7th Corps, and the 8th Corps. 8th Corps, I think I just have like 1 small division. I think. So they became all mixed up during the battle. So now they're going to get sorted out. 7th Corps takes station up here. The 3rd Corps takes station down here, and then the 8th Corps will take station along that lateral road. 7th Corps. 7th Corps. Horse artillery. 3rd Corps. Third Corps. Here's the junction where I separate 3rd and 7th. So now I don't need to do that. I just need to move down. So we are going to take off elevations. Just keep moving down this road. and separate everybody out. Things really get messed up during a battle. You've got to grab the handiest units. Let's see. Let's move him down, move him up. We'll make sure nobody sneaks through these woods at night, because you can only see an adjacent hex. Right now you've got a theoretical visibility of 60. That's if everything was flat, which it's not. But at night it's 1 hex. So bad shit can happen. I don't think, well, I don't know how much the Austrian army is on the field or where it is really, except a couple parts. All right. Time to start disassembling, moving south. Okay. Got a couple more guys up here. Where the hell are they? Here we go. Guess I'll pull this guy out. We are. These guys are getting ready to pull out, I suppose. Cavalry can start to pull out. And this guy. I'll keep an eye on him. These guys are all probably as fresh as a daisy now. So that's no artillery, but it's not an insignificant force. Okay. Everybody here should have moved. Now, got these guys down here. Alright, Marine. This is our assembly for the night. Let's check elevations. We've got to send scouts out here. Alright, this junction looks like that's about the only way to get around here, so we'll put a unit at that junction. And we'll put one up here. Well, could be down here. Alright. That tells me what I want to know, so the rest of the units will close up here. I'll deploy some around here. I think an artillery up here. An artillery piece down there, just in case somebody gets too close to me during the night. I can open fire on them. So this is where I'll hold up overnight. I should have, nuts, sent one of the units up this trail. It's unlikely anyone would come down there, but you never can tell. Go right up here so I can control the trail. Nuts, how to send that guy back. I think I have someone up here. Yep. Oh, actually he's watching all that stuff. This is like Gettysburg up here. Look at all of the roads that intersect. I'll send another guy up there. Anyway, you don't want to be moving, at least I don't want to move units around at night. You get 50 fatigue each time you move them, which adds up really fast. Plus another 50 if you fire at anything, so. And it's a favorite trick of the robot to send disordered units in amongst my troops at night, because the robot thinks the disordered unit isn't worth anything, so, but it can still shoot, so he'll send it in there just so my other units shoot at it, and then I'll get a couple hundred fatigue, and he'll lose nothing the way the robot looks at it, because it doesn't rally units anyway, so it's like worthless to the robot. So we don't want to let any of his units get real close. That's the scary thing about night. The robot really doesn't give a shit. It'll march units all over the place. It'll fire, it'll rack up a lot of fatigue. Robot doesn't seem to have much of a comprehension of what fatigue is. Once a unit gets really high fatigue, it'll run at the drop of a hat and take other units with them. I remember when I played Chancellorsville, I'll have to replay that again. Jesus Christ, I had, because one unit routed, I had a whole brigade route, about 6 or 8 units, plus 3 artillery batteries just run off because one unit had high fatigue and he had to take a morale check, and boom, everyone flew away. So I'm not doing that anymore. I get the high fatigue units out of the battle line as quick as possible. Sometimes you can't, you just have to hope for the best, but I like to recover them in the rear, but the robot doesn't. It'll use its generals as combat units. Instead of having them in back recover people, they'll be as combat units. And some units, well, most units in time will recover themselves, but it's sped up a lot if you have a leader or two. You can have the brigade leader, the division leader, and the corps leader. I mean, every little bit helps. Yeah, the next Napoleonic battle after this, I think, will be Jena, where Napoleon obliterated the Prussians. Prussians are actually pretty tough. Everybody badmouths them, saying, oh, it was Frederick the Great's army. No, it's a little better than that. But they're strong. They're not weak. These units are coming on board the wrong friggin' road. Should have all come up this road, not this stupid cow path. Well, I guess the intention was to move this way, but I don't like to disperse my army until I know where the enemy is. That's the surest way to be defeated in detail. If I know where the enemy is, then I'll disperse it to surround the enemy, but not knowing where it is, it's like you're moving in the blind, and you can be defeated a lot easier that way. So the first thing I usually do is try to concentrate my army and then figure out what to do. Alright, let's see if I get any more units. No. Oh, there's hardly any more to get. 2 more units at 445 and 6. It's 430, so next turn and then a couple turns, and then that's it. Alright. Let's go back here because we're going to get in some more shooting, it looks like, since the robot hasn't moved. Austrian defensive fire, French offensive fire. Start to dismantle these guys now. Oh, still got him 24. 8. See, it's nice, you can click on your target and it'll tell you with an X what's blocking the target. See, 14, good. Make sure these routed guys don't recover. 31, 8, 12. Getting a real going over. 3 disordered and a routed battalion. Let's work over the disordered. 23. $25. 4. 4. Jesus. I know those guys can't shoot at anything, so we'll shoot at this guy. Got 1 unit in good order here, so I'm going to shoot at that. 20. 43. Last shot of the day. And I can't see him, but I think I can see him. 29. That's it for me. That was a good day's work. French melee. Austrian movement. What are these guys gonna do? Oh, here they come, huh? Okay. Oh shit, are these troops to the south? Check that out. My cavalry looks like it spotted something. I see the Austrians are spread out all over the place. The robot doesn't believe in concentration. That's the furnace that just clicked on. It's like 3 feet in back of me. It's an old fuel oil furnace, so there's a blower that heats up. I guess when the flame ignites the fuel, then the fire gets hotter and hotter and the blower shuts off. Well, it gears down, it doesn't shut off because it still pushes the heat, but it doesn't go at full speed. The flame has to get to a certain temperature before it can generate enough heat. Fuel oil is hard to burn. Has a high ignition value. So it takes a while to get going. Whereas gas is immediate. Boom! Just touch a match to gas and see what happens. Okay, as usual, French defensive fire. Go after the disordered. 22. $10. 25. 6. Always keeping that cavalry on or infantry on the ridge. 8. 9. 21, there's a good shot. This guy can fire at someone up here. 16. Alright. Seven. Probably the last shot at those guys. 8. All 3 battalions disordered. 32. The robot forgot about these guys. 51. Jesus. 25. Let's see where these other guys are. That's it. Austrian offensive. Nothing. Melee. Alright, time to move. Now, do I see something down here? Or is it my imagination? Area out. Okay, we see these guys. That looks like about it. Alright. Okay. 2, 3. Looks like he's doing some reconnoitering. Guy's only 67 men. We'll bring some cavalry over here to see what's what. In the woods. Okay, we'll put that guy in line. Get in the woods and block this access. We don't want anyone sneaking up on us. It's a big division too. Supply out here. That's our outer line of defense. Now this will be our inner one. Let's get in the woods. Oh shit, I grabbed this guy with a high fatigue. Alright, that was a mistake. He's got to go down here. So does this guy. Okay, we're kind of setting up our perimeter here. Third, 8th Corps Cavalry will go down here, I believe. Take the battery with us. This is 3rd Corps. Seal this up, this division. What do we have here? More 3rd Corps, good. This guy's good. Third Corps. Third Corps. Third Corps. Okay. Big division. 3rd Corps. Third Corps, okay. It's nice to have the time to readjust your deployment. Night doesn't happen till 9, so it's only 4:45, so I'll be able to reposition everybody correctly. Well, furnace finally stopped. Keep moving these guys from the north down here to clear the road, and I can start to evacuate the artillery. What corps is this up here? 3rd. Oh. Okay, we'll put this guy in column. Colonel Anonymous. Okay, lumber this guy up. supply down here. Oh. Okay. Am I on the village? Doesn't look like it. Go turn around. These guys will turn around in case something comes out of that village. Keep these guys here. I had one other guy here somewhere. Where the hell is he? There he is. Alright, that should be everybody. Let's just check in the south here. Okay. So we'll have this guy here. I should occupy that. Oh. This guy's headed there. Good. And as a backup, we'll put him on the ridge here. All right. I'll send one horse artillery battery up there. This junction is probably in a valley. Let's see what the surrounding terrain looks like. Okay. Oh, high ground here. Real high ground here. Well, maybe I should go down to this village. I think I will. Let's take a couple guys there. Let's get rid of elevations. We'll send a couple more regiments up here, plus take an artillery battery down here, so we'll cover both roads. And these guys will hold in reserve so they can go either way. Oh. Oh shit. Who's going to occupy this? Oh. Shit, instead of going up here, oh, this guy dropped down here. I should send another cavalry unit, but I got some cavalry following my infantry. I'll send them up there. I just want to block all the roads. Make sure I know if something's coming down them. Did Napoleon not have the guard at this battle? So I don't see the guard artillery and I don't see guard units. It's possible. I'll have to read up on this battle. Let's see where the guard was. There was a battle or two where the guard wasn't there. Because the guard actually, what the hell year is it? 1809. I don't know if it, because Napoleon left the guard in Spain. He was using it there, and then I think he left it behind there, so maybe that's where it is, because there's not much of it here. I saw one guard unit, that's it. And the guard artillery, you would see it. It's a lot of guns, both horse artillery and foot. And I don't see any evidence of it here, so I have a feeling it's not in this battle. Well, same two units. Nothing's happening up there, which is good. We have to pass this junction. There's no other alternative. Start moving some of these guys overland. Alright, they're all on the road. Let's see if we get anybody else. We do. Same friggin' place. Oh, well, it's some artillery, so I shouldn't complain. Artillery is good in the Napoleonic game. A lot of supplies now. Yeah. So is this it? I'm scheduled for one more unit at 6 p.m. It's 4:45. Okay, let's go up to the shooting range. And the next phase, which is Austrian defensive fire, none. French offensive. Since we're dismantling guns, we're getting less and less fire here. We've still got some though. 10. I gotta rout that disordered guy. 24. Just can't do it. 25. Six. He'll probably rout if he moves. Probably why he isn't moving. Because you always take a morale check when you suffer heavy casualties when you move. Can't shoot. I gotta start withdrawing some of these guns from down here. As soon as the road clears, another turn. 21. Very good. Seven. Let's see if this guy can shoot. Yep. 8. 32. 51. Holy moly. Eight, and that guy is gone. Gone. Alright, that's all I can do. French melee. Austrian movement. Alright. This will probably end the turn. These guys can't make up their mind now they're going into the woods. Oop, now they're disappearing. Just be that ridge. Okay. French defensive fire again. Oh, he's moved everything, so we'll see what targets I have. Not that one. Oh, that dirty dog is moving behind a ridge. Still get to shoot at that guy. Ah, 4. That's pretty shitty. $11. 7. 21. I have a feeling if that disordered guy moves, he's going to rout. 22. 9. 32. Jesus. Pounding that sucker. Rout, you dog. 15. 3. See if this guy can shoot at somebody. Nope. Oh, there's one guy in good order, 45. 11. 10. That's it for me. Austrian offensive fire. Austrian melee. French movement. 1 unit recovered out of 16. Alright. It's 1 hour. So we will continue on next time. Alright, our evacuation is proceeding apace. Jesus. I still have several more turns before these units cross over that crossroad. These supply units will just sit there, I guess, until they do. Okay, we'll continue on next time.